Hello, this is Philip Nichols, and in today's video we are going to look at Lazarus species. If you don't know what they are already, well, they are a species that has been thought to be extinct, but then later rediscovered to be alive. To a creationist like me, it's amazing, but it's not groundbreaking and it's not gonna change the branches on the evolutionary tree or anything like that. But it might do that to an evolutionist because they put way too much value in historical science and not nearly enough in observable science. In this video, I am going to give my top 6 favorite Lazarus species, plus a bonus species. You'll know why it's bonus when I get to it. But some of these species are a perfect example of historical science making an assumption only to be disproven by observable science. Let's start with number 1, and this one is probably the most famous Lazarus species, and for good reason. The coelacanth was assumed to have perished along with the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. The skeletal structure of its fins suggested that its species was a missing link in the evolution four-limbed land animals. Then, 2 different species of coelacanth were rediscovered. First in 1938, one was caught near Africa, and then another was caught off the coast of Indonesia. Now, it's crazy that it took so long for them to discover these species because of how big of an animal it is. They are nearly 6 feet long and weigh close to 200 pounds. Now that is one cool animal. Second on my list is the New Guinea big-eared bat. This one is cool because it was pretty recent from now, within a decade actually. In 2012, Australian researchers were studying the effects of logging on microbats in Papua New Guinea. They caught several bats spanning 9 known species, but a single unidentified female bat specimen was captured. That specimen was a New Guinea big-eared bat, a species that had only been observed once before in 1890. Third on my list, I have the Goblin Shark, and this one might be the most mysterious and scary animal on my list. Very little is known about the Goblin Shark. Dead ones have been caught on occasion, but there are only a handful of accounts of live sightings. In January 2007, a strange-looking shark was caught in a net of some Japanese fishermen. Shortly after being caught and put on display, however, the shark perished. Then 7 years later, a goblin shark was caught in the Gulf of Mexico. The one in Japan was less than 5 feet long, but the one from the Gulf was nearly 15 feet long. However, in order to prevent the specimen from meeting the same fate as its Japanese counterpart, the fishermen released it back into the ocean before returning to shore. Good on them. Proud of them. Now that's a pretty big sea creature right there. Number 4 on my list is pretty amazing because you don't usually hear about big animals on land being discovered, especially rediscovered. So this one's pretty cool. The Chacoan is the largest species of peccary. They kind of look like pigs, and I think they're close to 100 pounds in weight. The Chacoan peccary first described in 1930 based only on fossil records and believed to be extinct. That's pretty cool to have a species just in the fossils, just like the coelacanth. But then in 1975, surprised researchers discovered one alive in the Chaco region of Paraguay. Today, they are around 3,000 known individuals. What a success story. Number 5 on my list, the Lord Howe Island stick insect. Sometimes sometimes referred to as land lobsters or walking sausages. A Lord Howe stick insect is considered the rarest insect in the world. The once plentiful insect became prey to invasive black rats and thought extinct since 1930. Actually, I can see that happening because I've had rats for a long time now, pet rats, and they do love to eat insects or just about anything that's smaller than them. But back to the stick insect. In 2001, researchers found fewer than 30 individuals. So that is a rare insect. Number 6 on the list, though. Now, this one is probably my very favorite because we're back to me talking about my pet rats. But this is a rat species, the Louisiana Rock Rat. This species was discovered for sale as meat at a market in 1996 and was considered so unusual and distinct from any other living rodent that it was given its own family. Not like mom and dad family, you know what I mean. Then, in 2006, after a systematic reanalysis, the Louisiana Rock Rat was reclassified, incredibly, to belong to an ancient fossil family that was thought to have gone extinct 11 million years ago. I don't believe in millions of years anyway, but regardless, that is cool. The Wildlife Conservation Society returned to Laos and have uncovered several other specimens, raising hopes that the animal may not be as rare as once thought. All right, here is the bonus species that I was talking to you guys about. This thing's pretty cool. The La Palma giant lizard. The La Palma giant lizard was historically found on the volcanic ocean island of La Palma in the Canary Island archipelago. The giant lizard was believed to have been extinct for about 500 years. However, there have been alleged sightings of individual lizards in 2007, and as a result, this species has been upgraded from extinct to critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. But, okay, you would think that's a Lazarus species confirmed, right? But no, because scientists disagree on whether there is enough scientific evidence for its survival, because it's only been sightings. Not a single living lizard has been captured so far. So, if there is a remaining population, it is believed to be very, very small. So, if anybody is looking to go out to the La Palma Island, I would keep an eye out for those lizards, because if you capture one, it would be the first one. Now that would be cool. That's my list. But I have a couple articles linked in the description below where I got practically all the information about these species. I want to give them their credit. But until my next video, I will see you guys.